Hello everyone. Thought I would do a little quick video about what I'll be doing this month. I know the videos have been random. I've kind of just been going through my backlog, and also I haven't really felt well mentally to really put a lot into this channel at the moment. Uh, Honestly, the algorithm has been really bad, and the ad revenue has been terrible. I mean, I've been making like $50 tops the past couple months, and that's why I've had to ask for a lot of help. And I appreciate people putting up with that and helping when they're able to. But it kind of makes me not want to work too hard on the channel right now until there's like actually something major. uh, I'm glad people have been tuning into the streams and just watching the random stuff that I've been doing. I've been messing around with mods and backlog stuff. I finished two Star Ocean games in the past few months. I've been doing pretty good at killing my backlog, and there's two factors to that. The first is the fact that I have like no space, and my main C drive is having read and write issues right now, and I don't know how to fix that. I sure as hell don't have the money to fix it, so that's really limited what I have space for. But in any case, there will be some new major projects that I'll be working on, meaning that I'll be streaming the games and playing them, and working on overviews and guides if I feel that I have things to contribute that other larger channels are not going to be doing. Um, Also depends on Steam Deck compatibility as well, because I am at my neighbor's house for several hours a day. So if the game is Steam Deck compatible, it helps everybody because I get to work on it over there, and while I'm out doing errands and stuff, and then I get the videos out faster. In any case, let's go ahead and we'll try to do this in chronological order, but some of these games don't have release dates, so I'm kind of my hands are kind of tied there. I know people like to have content roadmaps these days of what gaming channels are going to be working on, and this is the best I've got at the moment. So in a few days, Pirate Warriors 4 will be getting the second expansion pass for the second season. The new characters actually look quite fun. I'm not a fan of One Piece in the slightest, but they look pretty good. They did a stream a couple of days ago that was actually way better than usually how these games are advertised. They always get somebody that like looks like they've never held a controller in their life. This one was different. It was actually lightly edited, kind of how like my editing style. I don't really do a lot of fancy effects or anything. I just kind of I cut some of the I trimmed the fat from the video and stuff. That's pretty much what they did. They showed their full move sets. They didn't show their non-Muso R1s, so there's still some stuff that we don't know about. Like for instance, the new passives, what old passives are going to be upgraded in the Soul map, and then their non-Muso R1s. But it looks like a pretty solid update. I actually think the first update was really good, just because it added things to do. It improved build diversity and variety. The new characters were all really fun to play, and it finally gave us some endgame content. It definitely revitalized the game. I don't know why they decided to give this game DLC after 3 years of nothing, but I think from what little I know about One Piece, it seems to mostly be because they want to cross promote with the anime, which had the new form and all the new stuff going on, but they don't have enough content to actually make a Pirate Warriors 5. From what they're doing with this, given how they're putting like system sellers, I guess you'd call it, or copy sellers in this case, like the new form of Luffy and everything, they're probably not going to do a Pirate Warriors 5 until the series is over. They're probably going to make it like an all-encompassing thing where they have like characters from all different parts and sizes of the series, kind of like what they do with Dragon Ball games now. Is Dragon Ball, all the anime are long over. So I guess that's what's going to be happening here. I will be playing this in a few days. I can actually confirm that this game works really well on Steam Deck after a bunch of updates, and provided you can get the massive shader cache. It actually worked quite well. So I should have those videos out pretty soon. Let's see here. This is going to be at the end of the month, but BlazBlue Entropy Effect is going to be getting its 1.0 release. I definitely feel their marketing of said 1.0 release is pretty weak because the only thing they've shown is that Tao Kaka is going to be in the game. But other than that, I think the game needs a lot more, to be honest. They've got the gameplay really solid, but The meta progression is weak. There's just not a lot of things to unlock, and it feels like the game needs a little more content. So I hope that they won't just dump the game in 1.0 with barely anything, because I've been burnt on a lot of, especially roguelikes in particular, that have done that. They're like, we're just in 1.0 overnight and we didn't add anything. Thanks for your money. Bye. I know these guys won't do that because they actually did a lot of updates in the short early access period. The game's only been in early access for like 5 months. There's games I have in here that I won't name that have been in early access for like 5 years. So, uh, leads me to believe that they actually have like funding from ArcSys to continue working on the game and probably porting it to consoles and then like continually adding new content. I know that some characters are actually data mined in the code, so I guess if they don't all come with 1.0, then they will come shortly after. I mean, they're working with ancient sprites here, so I will be playing this at the end of the month. Let's go ahead and go through the wish list. Also, in between this, I will be playing the new Prince of Persia game next week. Uh, I actually did grow up with the original Prince of Persia because I'm old, and this one looks really awesome. We haven't had a Metroidvania with like character action combat in a really long time, so I'm very excited for it. The movement looks really good as well. I like platformers as much as I like character action games. There just aren't as many platforms that I like these days because I feel the movement is very lackluster, but the movement looks really good. He looks like he's going to be really fun to control, maybe on par with like modern day Samus. So I will be playing that. I think I'm going to do the pre order if I have the cash, and we'll play it a couple days early. And they're boasting that they have 60 FPS performance on the Switch of all things in portable mode. So I'm going to assume it will work well on the Steam Deck. Now, it's going to be a pain to play because they're not, it's Ubisoft and they're greedy and they don't want to put it on Steam. So, if there's a long winded process to get the game to work on the Steam Deck and it runs well, I will definitely make a video about that. I also have a backlog of some modded stuff that I wanted to show on the Steam Deck. I've been working on mods on my Steam Deck, getting them working on there, and I think modding on the platform is kind of an underserved community, so I would like to get that out as well. But probably the first one will be some Dynasty Warriors 8 stuff, and then after that, we'll check out Prince of Persia on there. We'll do a nice benchmark. Let's see. I did buy Gigabash, or actually, I got the game free on Epic, and I bought the Ultraman DLC. Ultraman and Godzilla were like the first tokusatsu that I watched, so it was couple years before Power Rangers. Obviously, it was only like 7 when Power Rangers came out, so it's not like it was that too much earlier. But I was aware of Tokusatsu before that, thanks to my grandpa. So uh, I think it's pretty cool. Last year was like really good for Tokusatsu games. We got the Batride War Genesis 60 FPS patch, which I commissioned. And then Memory of Heroes, I did a playthrough of that with the uncapped frame rate. We got Gigabash, and yeah, that's basically it. That's a pretty big deal. I know Godzilla's tried to do a couple like exclusive games, but they haven't been very good. And then Ultraman Subaraya seems to be basically just wanting to put Ultraman officially licensed in existing games. Like he is in SD Shin Kamen Rider Rumble. So is Godzilla too, ironically. So I think that's pretty cool. I think one of the things people didn't like is maybe they didn't like the designs of the kaiju because they're all like legally distinct. They have like a Super Sentai mech in the game, and they have a Ultraman function and Godzilla and stuff. But now they have the actual real deal in here, so I'll probably play this casually. Let's see here. Notice a lot of my wish list is all games that are vaporware. They've been in here for like years and they're still not out. So I don't really like to bring a lot of attention to them. But yeah, some pretty cool stuff coming out soon. Supposedly soon. TM. Three Kingdoms Zhao Yun. I feel like just on the basis of it being Three Kingdoms, I kind of need to play this. It was supposed to come out last month, but they weren't going to have the English text ready. I guess they're optimizing the performance. It looks pretty solid. The demo was pretty rough, but Judging by the fact that they took down the demo, I'm going to assume it's been vastly improved since then. I'm going to go ahead and ask for a review key because this one's going to be really expensive for the channel, and they don't have a price or anything. But I do plan on playing this if I have to uh, take some kitty sitting funds, the money I make from there to pay for this, then I will. I don't know what price they're going to charge. I'm going to assume it's not going to be AAA priced because they're competing with a lot of big games this month. So I would hope that they don't do that. I would hope like $40 is like the maximum price that they're going to go for. Unless they want it to fall into obscurity. But I am really excited for this. I like action RPGs. The combat is more involved than Path of Exile, Zoomies type gameplay. So these boss fights look legit. They don't have a release date for this yet, so I can't really promise when I'll be playing this. If they give me a review key and there's no embargo, then you'll probably just see it pop up on the channel randomly. But yeah, I am very excited for that. Looks like something I might really enjoy, but I could be wrong. Grand Blue Fantasy Relink, I'll also be playing, but there's two problems with that. First is it comes out at the end of the month when I'm always really broke, and also they don't have a pre-order. And then to make things worse, there's like no PC system requirements or like gameplay or anything. So, as we all know, 2023 was the year of the shitty PC port. So I'm not really feeling like blindly giving them $70. Uh, I do have a really good computer, so unless it's a really terrible port, it should run at least 60 FPS. But I think I have actual PTSD from like real life issues and stuff. But I think even people that don't have developed PTSD just from being a PC gamer last year. So I don't want to promise that I'll play that. I am very interested in playing it. It definitely will not be on the day of release unless I get some support or my neighbor helps me. But I do want to play it. It's just you can't pre-order it. They do have system requirements actually, and it looks like I should be more than okay. But you can't really judge a port by its cover. Last year we had people with 4090s that couldn't play stuff like Jedi Survivor. So uh, I'd like to say I can kind of softly promise this, but I also can't confirm or deny that I'll be playing it. I know people are going to be interested in it. I also feel like, from a content creator standpoint, there's probably a lot of people that have had it for a really long time. It's going to be a lot more popular than a lot of things I play, so I think it'll be like a more relaxed kind of thing where I'll definitely put up an overview and probably some raw gameplay and some streams, but I don't think I really want to go too hard on this because I feel like a lot of other people are going to serve this community. Now, on the other hand, a lot of the big channels don't do mods. And as far as I know, I think this game is on Unreal Engine 4 or 5, so uh, I think the modding potential for this could be pretty large. Now, granted, we did have Tales of Arise come out a couple years ago, and that's like literally the only Tales game that's easy to mod, and there's like 3 gameplay mods for it. So I don't want to get people's hopes up, but mods is definitely something I would be excited for this game, provided it's not on a proprietary engine. As far as I know, it is on Unreal Engine. So um, I guess we'll see what happens there. But that's pretty much going to be it for the month. I'll also be playing DMC Peak of Combat when that comes out, so we'll check that out, and I may or may not do some guides for that, but I feel like I've kind of already covered everything on previous betas. But yeah, that's going to be the month of content, give or take. I hope that pleases everybody. If there's any advancements with mods or mod commissions or anything that I'm doing, I'll let you guys know. But I'm going to have to be honest, the channel's been making absolutely no money. Despite how hard I work on it every day, I'm making like $50 a month and then a little bit more off Patreon. So help is going to be really needed the next few months. I'm having some equipment failing on me, like my phone and my NVMe drive is failing. And I just do not have the money to really replace all these things. So I apologize, but I'm going to have to be more open about needing help and stuff. I'm not living in a mansion here. I'm definitely really struggling. So if people want to help, my link is in the description. But I will try to get all these games if, I can, if my budget permits. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys tomorrow for some exciting stuff I can't announce yet. Peace.